When there's a lack of fair competition, then there's issues. Because on one side, you have access to credit, like that's what I'm saying. These other guys don't have access to credit. So the guy who's selling the $100 shoes, a bank is more likely to lend him than the guy who's selling 2,000 shoes. Is that fair? No. We have poor education on how business works. If I sell that pair of shoes that I bought for 2,000, for 4,000, I have not made 2,000 shillings because I have failed to account for all the other costs in my business of selling that shoe. So you value yourself at that point and say, what is the cost of my time every month? And the cost of my time, if I were to be hired somewhere, is let's even say 20,000 shillings. So if I only sell one pair of shoes, I have not made 2,000. I have lost 18,000 shillings. Value the things that you have, the cost of the production, the cost of sales, then you are in business. Before that, you're self-employed. Because I had been in this cycle of self-employment, I did not understand cash flow cycles. I didn't understand that making a difference between the cost of production and the sales price is simply called a gross margin or gross profit. I had never fully worked out what profitability looked like in my business. Cash flow cycles means just because you have made a sale does not mean that you have actually actualized the money. So people get shocked, especially when you're in businesses where you have this thing called credit terms. You've said you've provided the service or you've provided the product, and especially for larger companies, they say they'll pay you when?
After 90 days.
30 to 90 days. So what do you do from the point at which you have sold the product to the point at which you get paid? That's the cash flow cycle. So it starts off with very simple principle. If when I sell one pair of shoes, I make 2,000 gross margin, but all the other costs in my business, including me, because I'm a cost, I should be paid every month for the work that I'm doing. If all my other costs are 20,000 shillings, whatever number it is, then it now tells me I cannot survive in business selling one pair of shoes a month. 10, watch this. At 10, I have made a gross margin of 20.
Yes.
All my other costs in that business are 20. 20 minus 20 is what?
That's breaking even?
That is 0. That is called the break-even point of your business.
Break even is you look busy, but you're making nothing.
If I don't put myself as a cost in my business, there's one major labor cost that you have failed to account for. And in any economy, that's called slave labor. It is illegal, even for you to be a slave in your own business. The aim of every business is to generate and maximize profit. Profit is not your money. In business, there are only 3 ways that you get money from your business. Number 1, a salary. Number 1 is what? Salary or wage. So wages are hourly rate, salary is monthly. Okay? Salary or wages are your money for the time and effort that you put in. Get paid, and that's a cost to the business. Number 2 is a different word called dividend. Dividend is not the same thing as profit. Dividend is a portion of the net profit at the end of a financial year. Your business will not function if you take money out of the business prematurely or out of order. Dividend is the portion of profit that you as a business owner pay yourself based on your plan. So you need to know how to get money out of your business. You either pay yourself a salary or a wage. Number 2, dividend. Number 3, when you sell shares in your business. The Abraj Group, I believe that's the investment company, bought Nairobi Java House at that time for 13 billion shillings. Okay? Kevin Ashley owned how much of that business?
10%.
10%. How much cash did he go home with?
1.3 billion.
Selling shares in your business is usually where you see entrepreneurs significantly grow their wealth. One of the principles of wealth we talked about. If you are out of control, you cannot build wealth. That's the reason when you look at all these lists of the wealthiest people in the world, do you ever see a lottery winner there? Because lottery winners have not built the skill to manage money. In fact, many lottery winners, and they win millions of dollars, die poor. because they never understood how to manage money.
God Semelango says money has a process and a pattern. That's too well.
Yeah, that's it.
You can repeat it.
That's it. In fact, that's what the whole business infrastructure, like in the US, is all about. Many of those companies, that they have been sold multiple times because people continuously see value and are able to build onto that.
There's a difference between selling shares in your business and selling your business